Okay, to start off this video walkthrough, I'll be showing you the way to get through Central Yharnam Bonfire for your first playthrough. I mean, keep in mind that this is New Game Plus, so be a little slower, probably. Okay, first off, you go this way. Choose to drop down there if you want to. That could be a decent idea. To skip block. So feel free to smash on them. They're not too hard to deal with. There are 4 guys here. Basically just overwhelm them before they can overwhelm you. This is that gate that allows you to head back to the sick room. It's pretty much just a shortcut so that if you die fighting this headman, you'll because you're probably gonna die very soon. But as you can see, visceral attacks are extremely effective against him. Sometimes he'll drop a Bloodborne you can use to fortify your weapon once you get the correct tool, which you get after fighting the second boss, Father Gastiel. This leads actually back here. You can knock on this door, but it's just so if you run straight past him, he will hit you. It's not very... He's not nice. He's a very, very rude person. There's a guy right here.
This time's finished.
There will be an item here. I think it's a blood vial or something. I accidentally picked it up before this video. There's a dead guy. Make sure. Dodge him. Not okay. If you try to fight this guy, there will be a couple. So it's good to have. Like this knife. I find weapon is the Hunter Axe because it has a halberd form, and it's just you can use pretty much any weapon in the entire game because they're all generally well-rounded. They're all well-balanced, etc. You don't actually have to fight two. You can choose to just plug the left and run. They'll immediately stop following you right here.
This time's finished.
There'll be an item, but I can't remember what it is. Probably Quicksilver bullets. And your best bet is to ignore over there for now and actually drop down. That way leads to a place I don't want to go to yet, so feel free to ignore it for now and walk up the stairs and run this way. And then you'll be able to open this door. There'll be an enemy. back at the lamp. That was a lot. You can actually talk to a man named Gilbert at this window. He will give you... He won't give you the flame sprayer immediately. He'll only give you the flame sprayer like after you beat Father Gasquion, or at some time, somewhere around then. He'll give you tips at first on where to go. He'll give you the setting. This is a new place. I guess that's when you see a sign that looks like this, ring the bell if you require assistance. That's an NPC summon sign, pretty much. So if you ring your bell around it, you will be able to summon help in the form of Father Gasquion, actually. Oh, what? That's Alfred. That's interesting. Fair enough. Okay. If you talk to Alfred before, because the cleric boss is actually 100% optional, you don't even have to fight him. If you decide to skip him and go to Father Gasquion, you can go to the Cathedral ward early and talk to Alfred, and you can return and you'll be able to summon him, obviously. Father Gasquion is normally found right here, but since I already killed him, he's not. Anywho, after said, what do you call it, you can proceed through the level. Careful of this guy. Drops cool. He always drops like 4. Healing out. The man is dead. You'll find random notes in this place, in this game, that read specific things, like when the hunt began, the healing church left us, blocking the great bridge to the cathedral ward, as old Yharnam burned to the ground that moonlit night. You'll find notes that give you lore perspective and whatnot. So now that you've opened up the gateway, always roll through barrels. You will be right here. So now you'll have two options. You can go or run past the werewolves, or you can go and try and fight the brick troll and then the cleric. But that you're gonna generally run past the werewolves. One good thing about Alfred is the fact that he will never die. He won't do hardly any damage to enemies. He does less damage than your pistol will to enemies, but he'll be extremely helpful simply for the fact that he can't die. So, well, he can die, but it takes like 10 minutes of solid rape to kill him. That'll always helpful. Okay, once you run past or defeat the werewolves, you'll be able to find this. You get a bloodstone. Go through the barrel. You'll see a drop. You don't necessarily. What are you doing? You'll be able to walk over here and take a ladder down. instead of 2 ladders down. Instead of dropping to what might be your doom. Because there are 3 very tough enemies here. They're not very easy to parry. Mr. Alfred is a bloodhound who likes to attack everything, even though he knows he can't. That's what he does. He's a tank, and he's a tank. So you're gonna run through here. Wow, pistols are. After that, you're gonna wanna run across here and drop down and grab this item. And I believe it's just a shard. Nope, they called it 5. A bit of blood echo. Be careful of this guy, he's right around the corner. Ow. You can have him fall down, but the best part is this body right here. Like, if you can't fight him, feel free not to. Hit X on this body before you die, because you'll find the hunter garb on here, and it is probably the best early game armor you'll ever possibly get. You drop down in the sewer area. If you want to, you can head down this way. Since ringing the beckoning bell requires insight, as you can see, I had 99, now I have 98, and that's on Alfred. If you head down this way, you'll fight 2 rats guarding an item called Madman's Knowledge. Madman's Knowledge will increase your insight by 1, which is incredibly helpful. They're like humanities from Soul series, pretty much. You'll use them, and they'll give you your soft insight. Except this time, if you die, you won't actually lose any insight. I think Alfred just died. Well. Okay, after you grab your Madman's Knowledge, instead of going up the ladder to a slaughter fest, you'll want to head this way. And remember that ladder you just saw earlier? Going up, you're going to want to take this one. And climb it. At the top, you'll be able to go to the right. But what you're really going to want to do is go to the left. Careful, there's a brick troll. Well, he's actually not wielding a brick. I think he's wielding but he's a brick troll. And the idea here is to sneak up on him and viscerate him. That's the best way to take him. Apparently they can climb ladders, from what my friends have told me. I don't know. You can tell me whether or not they do. You'll generally find a little girl in this window who will give you the tiny music box, and you'll be able to open this area. The tiny music box is important because it allows you to stun Gasquion in the middle of his fight, which is always helpful. And if you, I'll give you more tips on that later. So now you have 2 choices. You're gonna wanna, you can head back that way, or you can head down here. I normally just ignore all these enemies. Pretty hard to kill. don't have a ladder. Don't go up. Down this hallway, you'll see a giant pig. Don't be afraid. Quickly sprint at him because they always like aggressive punches. Prostate examination. Taking out like that. Pretty simple, really. What's that? So, if you tell the girl to go to Odin Chapel, which is generally a safe place for all of the people involved, she will die to the pig, as you can see with that red messenger ribbon. That's actually incredibly sad and scary. Or you can send her to Ysilfka's clinic. Ysilfka's clinic is generally a bad place to send people because Ysilfka will experiment on them and just be a patient there. But the girl will survive there, apparently. Allegedly. I haven't tried it yet. I will actually try it. But yeah, once you head up here, you'll find the two bastards who will roll a flaming ball down this what do you call it? If you decide not to head down the bridge, you'll head up the stairs and you'll find Father Gastion. A shortcut by use of this elevator. Choose to kill him or run past. Never a bad idea to take him out one at a time. And this time, instead of going back to the bonfire, I'm going to show you a special little treat of the lady. Ignore the wolf. Well, I mean, don't ignore them, but kill them if you want to. Drop down here, turn around this side, and then you'll find a doorway. And actually, fun fact, if you get some cooperation or try to invade someone here, a Bell Maiden will normally appear right in this location. And she'll try to summon people. But, for first thing, if you're coming here for the first time before defeating anyone, you will meet Eileen the Crow. Eileen the Crow is that lady who wears the crow feather stuff. And she wields the warped twin blades called the Blades of Mercy. She'll look like this. The Blades of Mercy. She's incredibly hard to kill, so I don't recommend trying to do that. Just talk to her, she'll give you some Bold Hunter's marks, and if you keep talking to her, she'll give you an emote. So that's pretty much it for the starting areas. So for the starting area of Central. I'll be making another video on the Cathedral Ward, Part 1, and towards Old Yharnam next. So I'll see you guys next time.